Hey guys, and welcome back to Botany Bay, Antarctica. We're actually standing on the continent itself here, and it's an absolutely incredible day. Feels like about 0 degrees. We've just had a 50-minute helicopter flight over from Scott Base, and today's job is to set up a camp for a group of scientists who are coming out here tomorrow and studying springtails. So this is our camp setup in Antarctica. The flight from Scott Base to Botany Bay took us about 50 minutes, and we were flying in a B3 Squirrel operated by Southern Lakes helicopters. So we just arrived and the helicopter's headed back to Scott Base. Our job here is to set up a pole haven and 3 sleeping tents as well as a toilet tent. And that's going to be where the scientists are going to be living for the next few days while they're here doing their study. What study are they going to be doing? Well, let's ask Andrew, who is helping them out, what they are going to be studying here.
My name's Andrew Barnes. I'm a lecturer at the University of Waikato in Hamilton, in the North Island, and my background's in tropical ecology, and here I am in Antarctica. I'm basically here on an exploratory mission along with the other team here who are looking at springtails and that live in what soil there is here, and also mosses, and so they're looking at how resilient those systems are to change, and specifically to warming. So they'll be setting up some experiments here over the next few days, warming up some patches with springtails and moss in it, and looking at how they respond.
My team today is Andrew and Dave Mitchell, who is a power engineer at Scott Base, and myself.
Those hazy days I do remember, we were running still, had the whole world at our feet, watching seasons change. Our roads were lined with adventure, mountains in the way, couldn't keep us from the sea. Here we stand on the north, this is home where we are, ever strong in the world that we made. I still hear in the breeze, see your shadows in the trees, holding on, memories never change.
As for me, I'm pretty excited just to be out here and see Antarctica in person. This has just been an absolutely mind-blowing experience so far.
So although Antarctica is a pretty cold and desolate continent, there's actually a little bit of life here. There's more than you'd think. So you can quite often find in places like this quite a bit of lichen, and the scientists here are studying the springtails, which are actually the biggest animal in Antarctica, and they're about 1 millimeter long, so they're pretty small. They tend to hide under rocks in kind of damp places. There's also quite a bit of lichen and moss as well. So I'm taking extreme caution right now to be stepping on the top of the rocks and on the snow, and that way I'm not actually damaging any of this very fragile flora and fauna that lives here. because if you step on some lichen today, it might take 50 or 100 years. No one really knows how long it's going to take for that lichen to grow back again. We're in Antarctica and we've just found probably the equivalent of an Antarctic swamp. So even though it's relatively cold around here, if you're only 1 millimeter high and you live under a rock which is getting lots of sun on it, it can actually be quite warm, and apparently it can be like positive 10 to 20 degrees down in amongst the rocks. And so in summer, those little springtails and that are living here are going to be relatively warm, and you know, it's not that bad. Obviously in winter it's going to be absolutely freezing for them, and they must be able to withstand the cold temperatures incredibly well, otherwise they could not live here. So this ecosystem here, I think, is one of the more interesting ones I've ever seen on the continent, honestly. They're pretty rare. In the dry valleys we do get quite a few of these little ecosystems because it is a bit warmer, and so you can get these little running streams from a little bit of snow melt, and it just makes this kind of wet, damp place for the mosses and the springtails to live. It's quite cool. It's not really what you'd expect in Antarctica, and it's probably a lot more life than you expected to see. Anyway, that's today's biology lesson. Sorry, I'm not a biologist. I'm inside the toilet tent now. This is the poo bucket, and over here is the pee barrel. So you can either pee into your bottle or you can pee into the funnel if you've got good aim. And we always poo into the bucket. Once the bucket's full, you put the lid on it and you send it back to Scott Base. So we were going to stay the night here, and the scientists were going to come out tomorrow, but the helicopter just turned up with the first group of scientists, and then we got one more load coming in about 25 minutes. So Dave and I are actually going to go home back to Scott Base tonight. A little bit of a shame. I was looking forward to a night out here at Botany Bay. Would have been pretty cool. But as you can see behind me, we've set up the camp. We've got 3 yellow polar domes set up and the Polar Haven. So Polar Haven's got a Sigma stove inside, and that's pretty warm. It's kind of like their mess tent for cooking and that sort of thing, and then they go back and sleep in the yellow tents. Botany Bay is a beautiful place. I really hope I get to spend a night here at some point. Would love to have today, but anyway, it is what it is. So heading back to Scott Base very soon. So this is going to be the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, share, comment and subscribe. And otherwise, until next time, thanks for watching.